I'm Paul Seacala. 3 players were suspended indefinitely from the NFL for violating the league's gambling policy, while 2 others have been suspended 6 games. And one of those suspended for a half a dozen games was former Mountain View High School and U of A standout wide receiver Stanley Berryhill. It's assumed Berryhill bet on non-NFL games because the press release from the NFL says that the players who were suspended indefinitely actually gambled on NFL games during last season. The press release doesn't specify what Berryhill actually did bet on. Whatever the case, he will still be able to take part in all off-season and preseason activities, including preseason games. And Berryhill also played for Mountain View, then later U of A, before turning pro to get to this point. He went undrafted in 2022, but signed a free agent contract with the Atlanta Falcons. Berryhill was released, then signed onto the Arizona Cardinals practice squad before being picked up by the Detroit Lions. He played in 4 games for the Lions, mostly on special teams. I reached out to Stanley Berryhill and have yet to get a response. Meanwhile, the U of A baseball team has just begun its game against Utah. You're looking at footage from High Corbett Field. Arizona trails 1-0 after this RBI double against Utah, while at 7:30 p.m. on the road, the Wildcats softball team hopes to end its 10-game losing streak as Arizona takes on 17th-ranked Oregon. I'll have complete coverage tonight at 10. And moving on, as you can see in the schedule behind me, your Tucson Roadrunners pro hockey team will be in action tonight for Game 2 of their playoff series with the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Also in the picture behind me is Mike Carcone. Carcone was the AHL leader in scoring, but just missed out on league MVP. It was announced today he is the runner-up to Calgary's Dustin Wolf. Win or lose when it comes to individual awards, Mike Carcone and the Roadrunners need no motivation in tonight's matchup against Coachella Valley. A loss, and the Roadrunners are eliminated from the postseason. A win, and they are back in the mix with the final series-deciding Game 3 on Sunday. Whatever the case, it's certainly not easy playing on the road on the home ice of the Coachella Valley Firebirds, who packed the house. Here's Mike Carcone.
It's exciting going in there, and you know, whatever you could say, we're the underdogs, and you know, they have home ice advantage, and it'll be nice if we can go in there and just kind of shut the crowd up and you know, maybe disappoint them and kind of get through them. So we'll just have to take it one shift at a time, one period at a time, one game at a time, and see what we can do.
Hey, and don't forget, tomorrow is the home opener for the Tucson Sugar Skulls. The professional indoor football team is unbeaten this season.